Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be the Nintendo Gamecube, Nintendo Wii collection video, and I just wanted to say, like at the beginning of all these videos, that my collection is very small, and I want to record this sort of to let you guys see what I'm working with, and where we'll go from here. Who knows? But you got to start somewhere, right? So we're going to jump right into the Nintendo. I just recently picked up my Nintendo, and I wanted to try and get a bunch of games that I remember growing up with and stuff like that. So the very first game is Galaga. It's pretty self-explanatory about that game. I actually fired that up maybe a week ago, and it's still very fun. Still very fun. And yeah, let's move on from that. Next up is RoboCop. Just picked this one up. I haven't had a chance to play it. I remember playing a lot of that when I was a kid, and I only remember bits and pieces. I do remember the one thing about, and I always talk about it, I'm sure I'll talk about it when I do a discussion about the game after I beat it, but it's, there's a part in the beginning where there's a girl hostage, and you're supposed to shoot past her or something, or she ducks, and the guy shoots, and that's when you're supposed to shoot your gun. But I remember always, and that's like right in the beginning, and I would always shoot her to death. Accidentally, of course, but love that game. Can't wait to get back into that one. The only actual Mario game I have for Nintendo is Super Mario Bros. 3. To me, that is tied with Super Mario World as the greatest Mario games that I've ever played. Galaxy's really cool. I really dig it. It's fun. But for simplicity, casual play that's fun, Super Mario all the way. And I want to pick up Mario Brothers 1 and 2 if I can find it, just to have them. I think they deserve to be in a collection, you know, especially when you're going back this far. But great game. Now I'll put these two, Ninja Turtles and Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. I'm actually bummed out because this one doesn't work. And I bought it a long time ago, and I finally fixed my Nintendo. I got the new 72-pin connector on there, and it's fixed the system. Everything else can play first shot, but I'm bummed out. So if you guys know, please leave a comment how I can fix this. I don't know if it's something about like just removing the screws, and maybe I need some deep cleaning inside there, but I don't know. It never really works. This game here, what can you say about this game, right? This game is just crazy town. I just always love the artwork of it. It looks like the old school comics, kind of. Everyone's got the red bandanas. Like, come on. I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan, so that's, awesome. Either way, great games. I really love this game if I could get it to work. I would hate to have to rebuy it. And the last game I have for Nintendo is the original Legend of Zelda. I've actually never beaten this game. I've played it, but the lack of map, if I played this when it first came out and got into it, like most people did, making my own maps and stuff, then I could see it being something more than, unfortunately, how I look at it. Because to me, it's Zelda. I need to play it all the way through just to say that I've beaten it. Get a guide, definitely to walk through it. I can't imagine it being a long game. I could probably do it on a weekend just to get it done, but it deserves to be played. I'm a huge Zelda fan, even though I'm missing some of the games in the series, but I even named my cat after Zelda. I really enjoy that series too. So next up here is the Nintendo Gamecube, and the reason why I wanted to do these three systems back to back is because it's a system that I'm collecting for now, and not the GameCube, but all the Nintendo games. The Nintendo Wii is a little hit and miss, but anyway, GameCube player. I love the hell out of this. I would highly recommend any of you guys out there that love Game Boy Advance games. Do yourself the favor now anyway. Buy this if you can. It's probably around $40 to $60, which is kind of real steep. But it's totally worth it. This and a GameCube, playing all my Game Boy Advance games on the TV, I'm telling you, I'm seeing colors, guys. I'm seeing colors that you guys wouldn't even believe. A lot of the Game Boy Advance games look so good. And what's really cool is, obviously, you can just pop the cartridge out when you're done, take it with you when you go to work, when you go out to play with friends, or whatever the hell you're doing. Awesome. Really great for role-playing games, I will say, because the way I've been doing this is I'll do my story and very minimal level grinding in most RPGs when I'm playing on the TV, but I know when I gotta go to work or something, if I'm on lunch, I just bring my Nintendo DS, plug it in, and just level grind with that. So if you got the Cube and you got the advanced player or the advanced games, 100% no questions asked on that one. Now, the next game here, let me just get my piles right. Look at that game. Isn't that sweet? What I need to do for this is go to, I believe it's the game cover project or something. I hear a lot of people talking about online to get this. I know I did it for my DS games, but you can't even read it. But it's the Mega Man Anniversary GameCube edition. I wanted this in my collection because I love Mega Man to death, but the Nintendo carts are pretty pricey. I mean, even $20 for one cart doesn't seem like much, but it's still a lot. And there's like 6 that I gotta grab on Nintendo. Even though I really want them, you gotta do what you gotta do. This was $20 for all 6 or all 7. I believe it's 7. I think it's even got the PlayStation 1 on there. But yeah, so there's that guy. The next one, these are all just recent pickups actually, is the Beautiful Joe 1 and 2. I want to try this series. I'm really excited to get into these, especially this guy just to see. Love Capcom, love the art style, all that cool stuff. And the second one, when I bought this, they were on sale. It was buy one, get one, I think it was half off. So altogether, I think it was $20 all said and done for these two. Yeah. What more can be said? Beautiful Joe. I hear a lot of people dig it. They think it's just a lot of fun, and that sounds good to me. And the very last game, which seems like it's going to be happening a lot, is Zelda The Wind Waker. At first, when a friend of mine actually came into college with his GameCube, and I was a big PS2 guy. And he fired this on the big projector screen in the animation room, and I remember like he couldn't stop talking about Zelda The Wind Waker, all this stuff, and I think I had seen some screenshots, and I was like, what the hell did they do the graphics? I don't necessarily need Twilight Princess or anything like realistic, but look at it. It's just not, I don't know, I just didn't feel it. I didn't, what I did like was the character expressions and stuff. That was fun. But anyway, he plugged it in, and when I first saw it, I was still hesitant. Even though I saw it in action, it was very smooth. It was very, very clean, very nice. When I bought my GameCube, I picked this up because it's Zelda. I gotta have it. I played it. Turns out to be one of my favorite Zeldas of all time. The ending alone, price of admission. Being in Hyrule while it was flooded and stuff, spoilers, whatever, amazing freaking game. One of the most games, or one of the biggest games that I've ever played that I had doubt that changed drastically by the end of it, and it was totally my fault, and partially, I don't want to say I'm ashamed to do this kind of stuff, but I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't give this the attention it deserved when it came out. Since then, like I say, one of the best Zelda games of all time. Now next we got the Nintendo Wii. Very small collection on this one, like usual. Recent pickup there is Mad World. Really excited to play this. I love the graphical art style and all that cool stuff. It seems like that old, kill or be killed, end of the world. You're on a TV reality show about survival. Fun. No expectations going into this being a great game, but wanted to pick it up. It was very cheap, and I was excited. Now this game here, Metroid Other M. Playing it right now. This will be the next game discussion I do, I believe. I have some concerns with it, which I'll address in that video. All in all, though, I really enjoy this game. I don't think enough people give it enough credit for what it is. And the fact that I had seen it at EB Games in Canada for the longest time, for I think it was like $5 or $10, brand new. And now I go to Walmart, Zellers, look at places, a lot of places sell for like $70. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But it's not Super Metroid. It's not even Metroid Zero Mission. It's not even Metroid Fusion. But it's a quality Metroid game that I'll talk about some of the reasons why in my discussion video, but enjoying that. Super Mario Galaxy 2, I had the first one when I first had my Nintendo Wii before I sold all my systems and got back into it like an idiot. But the first one I thought was really awesome. I picked the second one up because I enjoyed the first one so much. Haven't played this one all the way through. Love it. I want to get back to it and play it again. I'm jonesing to get back into a Mario game. And the Yoshi stuff that was included. Like, this blows the first one out of the water, in my opinion. Very fantastic game. Amazing game. Just going to put that there because, well, yeah. Now, here's one of the prizes in my collection that I have. And I have not played this more than I think it was 3 or 4 hours. Other things got in the way. I believe once I played this, it started off in a weird place for me, and that's Xenoblade Chronicles. The graphics are awesome, but I think I was playing on my HD TV, and it was just a mess. I have my Wii hooked up to an SD TV right now with component cables. Hopefully this will I know the Wii's not a graphical powerhouse, but it has some holes, obviously. But there's so much praise about this. I've even heard people go as far as saying they want to, when Project X, whatever that is for the Nintendo Wii U, is released, they're going to buy their Wii U at that point just for that game. To me, when people start talking about that for a role-playing game, let alone like a Halo or some other game that people really enjoy, when it's a role-playing game, it's got to be something special. When people are going to drop down money, okay? Money on a brand new system just for a role-playing game. The last time I did something like that was for Final Fantasy X on a PlayStation 2. I bought my system just for that. But a lot of people are doing that based off of this game alone. And I remember I've listened to the soundtrack, blew my mind. The intro was very action-heavy. There's very little things in this, and for me to know why I stopped playing this, most likely it was another game. I think Skyrim came out around this time too. I could be wrong, and I probably moved on to that. But this is number one on my radar to get back to, especially for the Wii. And obviously we're going to round up a Nintendo video up with Zelda, Twilight Princess. When I first bought my original Wii, this was the first game I bought. It was the only game I bought with it. And I had some mixed things on it. I wish I had bought it for the Gamecube. There was nothing special about this version over the Gamecube. I couldn't notice the graphical differences or anything. There was just, I don't know. It's a good Zelda game. I can say with confidence this wouldn't even be in my top 5 Zelda games myself. I've yet to play Skyward Sword, but maybe I need to replay it. I will say the Ganon fight was actually really awesome. Ganon's my favorite character in Zelda, and I think they did him excellent justice in this game. And to be honest, in most role-playing games for me, the main bad guy is what makes me want to keep playing. I need an interesting villain to even care. I'm playing Bravely Default right now for the Nintendo 3DS, and the bad guy, it's like a group. The main bad guy, who I think it is, he's always, so far I've only seen the back of his head, and I don't really care, to be honest. And fighting his little henchmen, that's cool. They're all unique and stuff, and the characters are somewhat interesting, but there's other reasons why I'm playing that game. Zelda, to me, still, I have a video on this addressing where I don't think it's a role-playing game at all. However, the story is good when it's there, And Zelda, it's awesome. Zelda's awesome. We all know that. But Ganon, he's just so cool. And in this one, I love it just because of how he was portrayed and how he acted and the transformation that he had at the end. And it was a simple, but it was still an epic fight for a Ganon battle. So that's the one redeeming thing I have for this game. But anyway, that's it, you guys. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Stay tuned for the other collection videos. And keep playing games, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.